First thing I'm going to do is put some water into this jar. And once I've done that, I'm going to put some blue food coloring into the water. Now the food coloring is used to help the camera more visually see the demonstration. Once I've done that, I'll go ahead and stir in the food coloring, and I'll begin filling this blue container with a spoonful of water. Once I've completed filling each compartment with water, I'll put it in the deep freeze so that I can make ice. This demonstration will visually show you one of the three major forces of quartz crystals. The energy I am speaking of is far infrared energy, which is part of the electromagnetic spectrum, just like the colors of a rainbow, and radio waves are also part of the same spectrum. The other two quartz forces are piezoelectricity, which is the crystal's ability to create an electric voltage when put under pressure. The last force is the ability to emit negative ions. Negative ions are essential in halting the cascading effect free radicals create when they steal from healthy cells the ions they need to repair their own cell structure. The thing that makes crystals more powerful than other stones is the fact that they grow in an organized spiral pattern. This growth matrix causes each atom of the crystal to line up in a structure that is similar to a serial battery, whereas each singular crystal atom has a minute ability to create energy. The effect of millions of atoms connecting as one in series allows them to create a power equal to the sum of their parts. I will now weigh the two stones that are going to be used in the demonstration. The first stone is the quartz crystal, and it weighs 18.4 pounds. The second stone is a sandstone I found along a riverbank. Visually, I can actually see some quartz in it, so it too has a little bit of quartz. It weighs 18.4 pounds. So now that we've shown that both weigh the same, I can set up the demonstration. I now have the demonstration set up. This jar lid is going to be our control. I'll put some ice in it so it can melt at room temperature, but it won't have any other effect on it. And now I'll show you the ice, which is all ready to go. Here it is, nice and frozen, nice and blue. But before I can actually use it, I need to do one other thing. I need to take the temperature of both of the stones and the lid. The jar lid's temperature comes in at 71.9 degrees. That's room temperature. And now the sandstone's temperature comes in at 71.4 degrees. Basically room temperature too, but just a little bit cooler. The quartz crystal's temperature comes in at 71.1 degrees, so it's the coolest of all, but all three are basically at room temperature. And now I'm ready to go ahead and start the demonstration. First I will put some ice into the lid, and we'll get it going first. Next I'll put ice on the sandstone, and last I'll put a piece of the ice on the quartz crystal. Now the idea of this demonstration is to just watch ice melt and to see, if any, what effect the stones have on melting the ice. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit so we can get a better picture as we watch this. And as we're watching this, I'm going to explain a little bit about what we are seeing. The great thing about far infrared is that both the human body and quartz crystals emits it at about 10 microns. Because of the similarity between the two, the body gains the capability of easily being able to assimilate the crystal's far infrared energy. In fact, this ease of assimilation even has a technical term, which is resonance absorption. Essentially, resonance absorption is the ability to smoothly transfer energy between like masses. Because of this energy kinship between crystals and the body, Each cell that receives far-infrared energy can almost instantaneously transfer it to the cells next to it. This process is repeated over and over again, and within a blink of an eye, millions of cells can become charged with energy. Far-infrared energy penetrates the tissues of the human body up to 1.5 inches, and therein lies the strength of resonance absorption. For not only does it allow easy assimilation, but its vibrational or wave quality gives it the ability to go deep within the body. There are 8 major healing benefits of far-infrared energy, which are: 1. That it promotes cellular growth by giving the cell extra energy. 2. It generates better blood circulation without putting any extra strain on the heart. 3. Far-infrared raises the white blood cell count. 4. Improves the circulation of other bodily fluids, such as those in the lymphatic system. 5. The heat produced by far-infrared helps to relax muscles, which in turn helps in the person's ability to overcome pain. 6. It helps repair damaged tissues by more quickly bringing the nutrients needed for healing. 7. Because of the heat generated, it can inhibit some bacterial growth. 8. It promotes the detoxification of the cell. Some of the health conditions far-infrared has been known to improve are arthritis, muscular aches and spasms, joint stiffness, poor circulation, weight problems, skin conditions, toxic overload, and fatigue. So what exactly are we seeing here in this demonstration? Well, it has been established that both of the stones and the ice in the jar lid basically started at the same temperature of 71 degrees. So it's not the room temperature itself creating the crystal's quick meltdown. What is happening is that the crystal transforms its inner heat of 71 degrees into far-infrared energy, then radiates it into the ice. With this being the mechanics of how crystals radiate far-infrared, an interesting effect is created when a person uses quartz for health reasons. For as the crystal transmits far-infrared energy into a person, that individual in turn retransmits body heat back into the quartz. Interestingly, this creates a perpetual recycling effect that continues to warm and vibrate the area being treated long after the quartz has cooled to its surrounding temperature. It has now become obvious which ice cube melted the quickest. It was the one that was on the quartz crystal. I'm now going to show it to you. It fell right out. Well, I'll go ahead and show you the one that's on the sandstone. As you can see, it actually melted some too, maybe about halfway through. And I'll show you the ice that's in the control. That didn't melt very much. Let me show it to you on the edge. It melted maybe 10%. And so there you have the demonstration of how far infrared affects water molecules. The health applications of quartz is far-reaching. Our heatable bags come in various sizes with a variety of different types of quartz in them. Whether it's a physical injury, detoxification, or a need for a better quality drinking water, quartz can help provide solutions. Check out our website for complete details.